By day, he defends the law in a courtroom, and by night, he fights crime in the streets of Hell's Kitchen. Daredevil lives where justice and mercy battle in the dark. This is Between Panels. I'm your host, Isaiah, and this is Daredevil in 3 minutes. Matt Murdock grows up in Hell's Kitchen, the son of a boxer who wants a different life for his kid. A freak accident robs Matt of his sight, but rewires the rest of his senses. In the hospital room, Matt discovers his sound, touch, smell, balance are all turned up to 11, and that he's developed a unique radar sense that lets him create a mental 3D picture of the world around him. He trains until discipline is a superpower. On the page, the red suit in Gothic New York lean to noir elements, Catholic iconography, long shadows, and the moral heat of a city that never quite sleeps. Now, Daredevil's radar sense isn't just magic X-ray vision. Think of it as a kind of spatial awareness built from tiny cues. Things like air pressure, heartbeat, footsteps, the scrape of a holster. It's Daredevil's greatest weapon and also his greatest weakness. Loud noises, chaos, and sensory overload can short-circuit it. Some of Daredevil's rogue gallery include Kingpin, Wilson Fisk, a crime boss whose influence goes beyond the streets of New York City and stretches into corporations, politics, government, and the courts. Another one of Daredevil's premier foes is the villain Bullseye, an assassin with near-perfect accuracy who can turn anything he touches into a weapon. A few of Daredevil's allies include Foggy Nelson, Matt's best friend and law partner, often the practical conscience who argues for winning in the courtroom, and Electra Nachos, a lethal operative trained by elite mentors who moves between anti-hero and ally. Some of Daredevil's essential runs and stories include Born Again by Frank Miller and art by David Mazzucchelli, a story where Kingpin learns Matt's identity and systematically destroys his life, finances, home, legal career, driving him to rock bottom. Daredevil has to rebuild and be born again, stronger than ever, a fallen resurrection story that resets Daredevil's moral core. Another one is The Man Without Fear by Frank Miller and John Romita Jr., a 5-issue origin story that tracks Matt from childhood and the accident to training under Stick, his first love with Electra, and early confrontations with the Kingpin. It is considered to be the definitive Daredevil origin story. And finally, a more recent one, Dark Art from 2016, written by Charles Soule and art by Ron Garney. As an assistant DA, Matt and his protege Blindspot hunt Muse, a serial killer artist staging gruesome citywide installations. The investigation pulls Daredevil into street-level horror and leaves him and his allies with lasting consequences. My name is Isaiah, and this has been Between Panels, a breakdown on The Man Without Fear. Catch you next time. Same bad time, same bad channel.